channel.
Today we will share information about around the sea world.
Let's explore the sea!
Atlantic tarpon. The Atlantic tarpon is a ray-finned fish that inhabits coastal waters, estuaries, lagoons, and rivers. It is found in the Atlantic Ocean, typically in tropical and subtropical regions. Though it has been reported as far north as Nova Scotia and the Atlantic coast of southern France and South Argentina. The tarpon has a reputation for great aerobatics, attaining astonishing size, and having impressive armored scales. It is generally considered to be of poor food quality, but it is highly valued as a game fish by recreational fishermen. Description: Atlantic tarpon evolved approximately 18 million years ago and are one of the oldest living fish. It has been recorded at up to 2.5 meters in length and weighing up to 161 kilograms. Males rarely weigh more than 100 pounds. A tarpon is capable of filling its swim bladder with air, like a primitive lung. This gives it a predatory advantage when oxygen levels in the water are low. In appearance, it is greenish or bluish on top and silver on the sides. The large mouth is turned upwards and the lower jaw contains an elongated, bony plate. The last ray of the dorsal fin is much longer than the others, reaching nearly to the tail. Behavior: The Atlantic tarpon's most significant predators are sharks and humans. The diet of the Atlantic tarpon changes as the fish grows, with those in the leptocephalus stage absorbing nutrients directly from the water. Those in the juvenile stage eating zooplankton and other small prey, and adults primarily consuming fish, crabs, and shrimp. Game fishing. Tarpons are considered one of the great saltwater game fishes, not only because of their size and their accessible haunts, but also because of their fighting spirit when hooked. They are very strong, making spectacular leaps into the air. They are the largest species targeted by fly fishermen in shallow water. The flesh is undesirable, commonly described as being smelly and bony. In Florida and Alabama, a special permit is required to kill and keep a tarpon, so most tarpon fishing there is catch and release. In Texas, they are a revered game fish with only potential state records, fish over 75 inches, allowed to be kept. Tarpon have a remarkable life cycle. They are euryhaline, meaning they can tolerate saltwater and freshwater environments. They begin their lives in coastal estuaries, where juvenile tarpon find shelter and food among the mangroves. As they grow, tarpon venture out into open waters, where they become formidable predators. Their large, upward-facing mouths are perfectly adapted for feeding on small fish and crustaceans. Reproduction. Tarpons breed offshore in warm, isolated areas. Females have high fecundity and can lay up to 12 million eggs at once. They reach sexual maturity once they are about 75 to 125 centimeters in length. Spawning usually occurs in late spring to early summer. Their three distinct levels of development usually occur in varying habitats. Stage 1, or the leptocephalus stage, is completed after 20 to 30 days. It takes place in clear, warm oceanic waters, usually within 10 to 20 meters of the surface. The leptocephalus shrinks as it develops into a larva. The most shrunken larva, stage 2, develops by day 70. This is due to a negative growth phase followed by a sluggish growth phase. By day 70, the juvenile growth stage 3 begins and the fish begins to grow rapidly until reaching sexual maturity. Tarpon are also famous for their impressive migrations. They travel long distances, navigating coastlines and following warm currents in search of optimal feeding and breeding grounds. During the spawning season, tarpon gather in large numbers, creating spectacular displays of power and agility. These gatherings attract not only anglers but also other marine predators, creating a dynamic ecosystem event. Despite their strength and resilience, tarpon face numerous threats, including habitat loss, overfishing, and pollution. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure the survival of this iconic species for generations to come. The tarpon, with its size, strength, and beauty, remains a true symbol of the ocean's grandeur. Let us strive to protect and cherish these magnificent creatures, the silver kings of the sea.
Thanks for watching this video.
Don't forget to like,
Comment,
share,
and subscribe this channel.
See you later.